The prehistoric swamp is quiet, a little too quiet. This is a world that time forgot, where giants still walk the earth. But just under the calm surface of the water, a predator of impossible size is waiting. In total silence, 60 million years of predatory evolution forms itself into the perfect killing machine, and then it explodes from the depths. Scales bigger than dinner plates tear at flesh as the colossal serpent strikes its target. The tyrant king himself, Tyrannosaurus Rex. The fight for the ages is on. First, let's meet our contenders. In this corner, the apex predator of the late Cretaceous, Tyrannosaurus Rex. This wasn't some scavenger, it was a pure hunter. Stretching up to 40 feet long and standing around 13 feet tall at the hips, the T-Rex was a powerhouse. It weighed in at a staggering 9 tons or even more, with a bite force that could shatter bone in a single, terrifying crunch. And in the other corner, a monster from a completely different time, the Titanoboa. Now, let's be clear, this is a battle that could never have actually happened. These two behemoths were separated by at least 6 million years of history. The Titanoboa slithered through a hot, swampy world long after the dinosaurs were gone. But for today, we're tearing up the rulebook. At nearly 47 feet long and weighing over a ton, Titanoboa was the largest snake the world has ever seen. Its usual meals were giant fish and crocodiles, but today, it's hunting a much bigger prize. This snake doesn't use venom, it kills with pure suffocating force. The T-Rex lets out a roar of fury and shock. It thrashes, trying to dislodge the massive snake, but the Titanoboa's grip is like living steel. The snake's body, thicker than a car tire, wraps around the dinosaur's chest. The T-Rex snaps its jaws, its railroad-spiked teeth searching for anything to bite. But the snake is just a wall of muscle, squeezing tighter and tighter with every second. This is a true contest of power. The T-Rex-esque's explosive strength versus the Titanoboa-esque crushing pressure. The dinosaur's legendary bite is useless if it can't reach its attacker. And the snake doesn't need to bite back. It just needs to squeeze. The coils tighten, cutting off the T-Rex's breath, and its struggles grow weaker. The Tyrant King's ribs begin to buckle under the strain, and slowly, the light in its eyes goes out. After a brutal, desperate fight, the Titanoboa uncoils. It is the victor of this impossible duel. But the Titanoboa's victory doesn't last long. As it rears back, the ground starts to shake. It's not an earthquake. It's a rhythmic, heavy tread. The swamp water ripples, and in the distance, trees snap like twigs. A new sound fills the air, a deep, guttural roar that makes the T-Rex's cry sound like a faint whisper. A shadow falls across the entire scene. Rising from the mist is a figure that dwarfs them both. A new challenger has entered the arena, true titan, on a scale that defies imagination. This is no creature from the history books. This is Godzilla, a legend of the silver screen, the one and only king of the monsters. Towering at nearly 400 feet tall and weighing a mind-boggling 99,000 tons. He isn't a product of evolution. He's a force of nature born from cinematic fantasy. He's covered in armored scales, possesses unbelievable strength, and wields a devastating atomic breath that can obliterate cities. The fight between the T-Rex and the Titanoboa was a battle of monsters. This is a showdown between a monster and a god. Titanoboa, the undisputed ruler of its ancient world, doesn't hesitate. It strikes its massive mouth wide open, lunging at the new threat. But it's no use. The snake wraps itself around Godzilla's leg, a limb thicker than the entire body of the T-Rex. The Titanoboa begins to squeeze, putting on the same bone-shattering pressure that brought down the Dinosaur King. Godzilla doesn't even flinch. The snake's immense strength is nothing to him. Casually grabs the giant serpent, lifting it from the ground with zero effort. The Titanoboa thrashes helplessly, completely outmatched. Then, Godzilla's dorsal fins begin to glow with an eerie, intense blue light that travels up his spine. He unleashes his ultimate weapon, a focused, white-hot blast of atomic energy. The beam hits the Titanoboa, and in a blinding flash, the fight is over. Godzilla lets out one last triumphant roar that echoes across the now silent landscape. He stands alone, the undisputed victor. The clash of prehistoric titans has ended, and a new reign has just begun. Who do you think should dare to challenge the king next? Drop your suggestions in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more epic battles.